And good morning, everybody, and welcome here to Bristol, Florida, as we get set for the first of many games for the Dixie Youth Baseball Ozone Division I. I'm Chuck Sebastian here on Field 2. We'll be here throughout the entire tournament bringing you coverage of these games. These will be audio broadcast only, so you'll be able to hear the broadcast. Unfortunately, they don't have the bandwidth here to be able to do video for you. So we'll bring you the call of the game right here on our YouTube channel, and thanks for tuning in. They're introducing some of the players on the other fields. We'll go quickly for the visiting squad here. It'll be Biker, Travers, Todd, Massey, Morgan, Waltman, Morales, Gomez, Humphrey, Hall, Sebring, and Kimbrell for Sebring. And the home squad will be Spring Hill American, and we'll get to them when they come to the plate. Let's go to the field announcer right now.
These teams will be competing to represent Florida in the Dixie Youth World Series, the Division I World Series in Ruston, Louisiana, and new this year, a Division II World Series in Lumberton, North Carolina. If you will, please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps as we offer our invocation and have the playing of our national anthem. Let's pray. Father God, we come to you right now, thanking you for the many blessings in our life, Lord God. Thanking you for all that you've done for us and all that you've provided for us and the opportunity we have and the freedoms here in this country to not only live the lives we have to honor and serve you, but to play the game of baseball. God, I just pray right now over each and every one of these kids as they participate. God, I pray that you protect them and keep them from injury, Lord God. I just ask, Father, that a spirit of sportsmanship be permeating throughout this place, Lord God, that our fans and our parents, our coaches and our umpires would honor you in all that they say and all that they do today, Lord God. Let us be examples for our children in the way that you would have us be, God. I just ask that you have traveling mercies over each and every one of our fans and families and teams as they travel back and forth from their hotel room, God. And we just thank you again on this 4th of July weekend, Lord God, for the freedoms that we have and the men and women that have fought over history and time and are serving right now for our freedoms. We thank you for that, Lord God, and thank you for your son, Jesus, who provided all of our freedoms, ultimately and eternally. In your name we pray. Amen. At this time, we'll have our national anthem sung by Miss Brittany Pullum.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Let's play ball.
So we are just about set to go here in the first inning of this first of many games here from Bristol, as we are at Veterans Memorial Park here on a 4th of July weekend. It is going to be a warm one today. So far, though, the guys are pretty lucky. It's sitting right now comfortably at 79. It is a little muggy out there. It's supposed to be a high today of 90. There is a chance of rain coming in this afternoon between 1 and 6 p.m., and we're hoping that it'll if it comes in, it'll be quick and dissipate and move out of the area. We're hoping that we don't have to deal with Mother Nature too often, but if we do, we'll keep you posted. Don't forget, we're on Facebook at Jock Jive Sports. You can find us on our Facebook page. Make sure you check that out. Also on Twitter at Jock Jive. That's JOCKJIVE. Don't forget, after the games are completed, you're going to be able to get your own personal copy and download it to your computer, your phone, whatever you'd like to do, and keep it for yourself, or maybe give it as a gift, as a keepsake to some of the players out there, or a coach or whatever, who are not able to listen to the game or even hear their name mentioned throughout the game. So the easiest way to do that is to email us. That's how you start the process. You do that by info@jockjive.com. That's INFO at jockjive.com. And when you send your email, make sure you list who the game is that you would like to download. So make sure you put the two teams and the division. This is Ozone Division 1. And today's date would be good too. So on the info at jockjive.com, I would like to get a copy of Sebring versus Spring Hill American, Ozone Division 1 on July 6th. And then they're $5 each, so every time you want one, just send an email about that game. And that's a great keepsake for, like I say, coaches, players. Now, the shout-out number is on the top of your scoreboard there. It is 423-307-3711. We'll try to get those shout-outs read over the air as you send those in. Remember, it's text only. The phone will ring, and it'll continue to ring, and nobody will answer it because, to be honest with you folks, I can only do so many things at once. So keeping score, broadcasting you the game, and all that good stuff. So we can't take any phone calls. So text only. Be patient. We'll read them as soon as we can. And we'll go out to you. And if you would, tell us where you're listening from today. I'd appreciate that as well. We're about set, ready to go here. First inning of action. Sebring is the visiting team. And they will start first here with Ben Bakar, who is going to be on the hill today. So he'll bat from the right side. And he steps in. And the first pitch at 9:05 is recorded. And it's just a bit outside. So runs, hits, and errors you'll see, and the base runners on your scoreboard up there. And the second pitch is outside for ball 2. Now, there are some rules for pitch counts and stuff like that. We'll let you know when they got to switch pitcher out. Don't forget, it's a 6-inning ball game. There are 2-run rules, 10 after 4, 15 after 3. This ball is popped up on the infield and right out of play, right over top of us here in the press box. So the count goes to 2 balls and a strike. Let's go down defensively and put on the mound. It'll be Keegan on the mound for Spring Hill. Behind the plate is Poole. Over there at first is King. Second base is Higgins. Hendrickson is at third. Shortstop is Najak. Left field, Fuentes, Tanner Hendrickson, and right in the center fielder is Travis Clark. That pitch is high, and it is now 3 balls and a strike. And again, the Spring Hill team is in their light blue uniforms, and then the Sebring team is in the dark blue with the white slacks and the white stripes. Ground ball towards third. Knocked down by the third baseman. Great play. The throw to first is in time for the outs. Really nice play over there by Taryn Hendrickson to get the outs. So out number 1 is recorded. And it's 1 away. Top of the first inning. Now to the plate is Cole Travers, the catcher. Swung on the first pitch, and he'll foul it off. So Sean Keegan is on the mound for Spring Hill American. Dalton Todd in the on-deck circle. Travers bats from the right side, swung on, ground ball towards first, knocked down by the first baseman into foul territory, and that's going to scoot away from the glove. We're going to get our first error of the ball game against Spring Hill, and he'll put a runner aboard. Had it in the glove and booted it. So a runner aboard here for Sebring. And that'll bring up Dalton Todd, the shortstop. That was Tristan King, and hit the glove and then bounced out, scooted away into foul territory. Travers able to beat it out. So a runner aboard for Sebring to start things off. First pitch is inside, ball one. So Keegan on the hill. Looks over, checks his runner at first, and Todd at the plate waiting the pitch. Ground ball, that's going to sneak into the hole there into right field. That'll move the runners, and it'll be the first single of the ball game. And it'll be first and second. So first and second, and that'll bring up KT Massey, the left fielder. And Sebring trying to put some damage on the scoreboard here early in the first. Good crowd on hand for those that traveled. There's a swing and a miss at the first pitch by Massey. Right now, Keegan trying to pitch himself out of this jam here that he gets into early. And he looks in, gets the next pitch. Both runners stay. This one's lined into left field on the bounce. That's probably going to hold up the runner at third, and the bases are going to be loaded on back-to-back singles by Massey and Todd. And Travers, who got on by the error, is now down at third, and it is bases loaded with one out. Second hit of the ball game. For Sebring, and that'll bring up Josh Morgan to the plate with the bases loaded and one out. Right now looking for a ground ball here in the infield if they can turn two and get out of the inning. First pitch, though, is going to be up and in. So ball one. So an early morning here to start things to get this tournament underway. And again, we'll start tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. as well. There's a strike on the corner. The count will go 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases loaded. If you just joined us, Biker with the ground ball to third. Travers got on by the air by the first baseman and 2 back-to-back singles. And we've got bases loaded, 1 out, top of 1. There's a ground ball that's going to go foul down the third base line. And the umpire makes sure that everybody knows that. Fields look good. The conditions look good. The ground might be a little wet from some moisture. There has been some rain that has moved in and out of the area a couple different times, but so far field conditions very good for this one. Outside on the fastball. Waltman waits in the on-deck circle depending on what Morgan does here at the plate. Looks in, delivers way outside. Got by the catcher, but no movement as the pitcher come off the bag quickly, or off the mound quickly. Talon Poole goes back to grab that ball. A little slippery, but he's able to pick it up. Nobody advances. And the count will go full now to Josh Morgan. Nowhere to put him, so he's got to come with the strike here. 3-2. 1 away, and time is called. And not sure catcher might have caught that one incorrectly or may have bent on the fingers on the glove. He is getting checked out right now by Coach. So Poole, the left hand, which is his catching hand, showing the fingers to both coaches and says he's okay, and he will go back behind the plate. That's good news. Don't want to lose anybody here early in this tournament. 12 rostered players, and you want to keep as many as you can. So we'll go back to another 3-2 pitch here on the foul ball. Inside, he walked him, so he is going to walk in the first run. Bases will stay loaded, and the first run on the scoreboard for Sebring. And it's a 1-0 lead courtesy of the walk. Time is called as Waltman now exchanging bats with the coach. So bases still loaded, 1-0 lead here early Sebring in the top of the first inning. And Chaz Waltman is the right fielder today. Swings at that first pitch, delivers it high and outside to the right side of the field and out of play. Hit that one pretty good, but a little late on his swing. Waltman now on the 0-1 count. Pitch on the way, looked like maybe a curveball. Boy, it backed him off the dish a little bit, and the count will go 1-1. Ball and a strike right now. Bases are loaded. Spring Hill trying to get out of this jam here early in the top of the first. Down the line at first, step on the bag for one, and nowhere else to go. So, fielder's choice. And the out is recorded at first base for out number 2, but a run will score. And it is now 2-0. Runners at second and third. That'll bring up the 7th man in the order, Nelson Morales from the right side. He'll take a strike. Nelson will play first base today. Nelson with runners at second and third and 2 down. Swung on and fouled off. Will stay at the plate. Again, Spring Hill with 2 outs here in the inning, trying to get to third, get back to the dugout, get out of this inning, no more damage. And a ball outside. He wanted that pitch. Good frame, but didn't get it. A little bit outside, according to the home plate umpire. So look through the arsenal one more time. Get the side from the catcher. And Morales steps out of the box and calls time. Checks his coach at third. Runners at second and third. Outfield plate straight away. Nelson Morales. Swing and a miss at an inside pitch. And that is the third out. He gets them on the strikeout. So they do pick up the 2 runs. And they will go to the bottom of the first inning. Sebring on top, 2-0, right here on JockJive.com. We're back in 30.
Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get set to go here in the bottom of the first inning. So Sebring jumps out early with 2 runs on a couple of hits and 1 error. Spring Hill now will get an opportunity to come to plate. Let's go through the lineup here for Spring Hill. Taryn Hendrickson will bat first. He's at third base. Tristan King is batting second. He's at the first. Brandon Higgins, who is playing second base, is batting third. Batting fourth, Travis Clark. He's the center fielder. And then batting fifth will be Sean Keegan. He's the pitcher. Cameron Najak, the shortstop, will bat sixth. Zach Bergulio will bat seventh. Talon Poole, the catcher, bats eighth. Tanner Hendrickson, the right fielder, bats ninth. Jaden Fuentes in left field and then Jonathan Bunyan and Austin Witten. That is the roster right now. So there's your lineup, as they've got a little bit of catching up to do. It is 2-0 right now. And the right-hander on the mound here for Sebring is going to be Benny Bakar. So Benny, hard-throwing right-hander. And we'll set up that defense for you once again. Cole Travers, the catcher. Dalton Todd at short. KJ Massey in left. Josh Morgan at third. Chaz Waltman in right. Nelson Morales is at first. Jamarcus Gomez is in center field. That is your defensive setup for Sebring. Spring Hill coming to the plate now, down 2-0 here, bottom of the first inning in our first of many games here from the Division I, and of course the chance to go to the World Series if you win the tournament in your division. And of course there's a Division II this year too, the first time that's been added. So we've got AAA, Ozone, and Majors here, and AAA and Ozone both have Division I and Division II. There's a ground ball just past the mound to second base. Picked up, scooped. The throw to first is in time for the out. And Hendrickson goes down on the ground ball for out number 1. Show 1 out in the inning. That'll bring up Tristan King, the first baseman. And don't forget that shout-out number is up there for text only, please. If you'd like to give a shout-out to the team, player, coaches, whatever the case may be. It's right above the scoreboard there on your screen, 423-307-3711. If you'd like to do a shout-out to the teams, text only, please, and let me know where you're listening at today. We'd appreciate it. First pitch is a little low to King. That one's way outside, and the count will go 2-0. Don't forget to get your own individual copy of any of the games that we broadcast here from the tournament this week. You can do so by emailing us at info@jockjive.com. They are $5 for a download. Ground ball slap past third base. That'll be fair down into the left field line. And the first base hit for King. And Spring Hill gets a runner aboard. So they put a runner on with 1 out. They bring up batting third, Brandon Higgins. He is the second baseman today. Higgins will bat from the right side with King over at first, and a quick throw over to first, keeping the runner close. He said comfortable temperatures, cloudy skies, so the sun not bearing down on anybody yet, but it is supposed to get close to 90 today. Whoa, up over the top there. And Higgins ducks out of the way. So 2-0 lead here early in the first. And the home plate umpire reminding the pitcher, as you can balk in this. They can lead off in this Ozone division. There's a strike on the corner. In the on-deck circle is going to be Clark, Travis Clark, waiting for his opportunity. Brandon Higgins with a runner at first. Swung on, fouled off, back to the screen. Count will go 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and two, they show the count. Infield in on the bag at first. The rest of the infield back deep. That pitch is up high for a ball, 2-2. Right fielder playing somewhat shallow. Center field and left straight away. Fence is 200 feet from home plate, so it's a good poke to tag one. Seen it done numerous times. Swing and a miss, and he got him on the outside corner. The first strikeout, second out of the inning for Spring Hill. And the strikeout is recorded by Benny Bakar. So Bakar on the hill with 2 down. That pitch is wild and outside, but good snag there by the catcher to hold on to that and keep it from going anywhere. Swing and a miss there for a strike. First shout out of the morning goes to Let's Go Spring Hill from J.J. Burton in Spring Hill. Thanks, J.J., for the shout out. We appreciate it. Just outside, even though the catcher was trying to pull the old fast one there and frame it and pull it over quickly, hoping the ump didn't see that. But umpires are pretty good about that stuff. But good job there. There's throw over to first. It gets out of the glove of the first baseman, but not far enough for the runner to go anywhere as he had to dive back into the bag. That is Tristan King over at first. Runner aboard with 2 down. Travis Clark, the center fielder, 2 strikes on him. Pitch on the way is outside for a ball. So Bakar works the count to 2-2 now. Or 2-1, sorry. 2-1. Up top of the curveball, through the catcher's glove to the backstop, and King will go down to second. Catcher couldn't find the ball at first, and everybody was yelling, "It's behind you, it's behind you." So that one got away from him, and I don't know if it's a glove issue there or it was just that he didn't squeeze it. And down to first will go Clark now on the walk. So first and second, 2 down for Keegan. Sean Keegan, the pitcher, now can help himself here with a base hit. Takes strike 1. Outside with the pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball and a strike to Keegan. 2 runners aboard, 2 out. Right now, Spring Hill finds themselves down those 2 runs. Pitch on the corner for a strike. Keegan let it go by. And Bakar trying to get out of this jam with 1 more strike. Right back at him. He knocked it down, fell down to his seat of his pants, picks it up, throws to first to get the out. Boy, that shot was a good one, and he just got the glove down to knock it down. Fell down backwards, picks it up, throws it over to first for the out. And they get the 1 single and nothing else. We've completed 1. We're going to the top of the second next right here on JockJive.com. It's a 2-0 lead in favor of Sebring.
Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Welcome back, everybody, as we get set top of the first inning. A 2-0 lead here early for Sebring over Spring Hill. We are in Division 1 here of the Ozone part of this tournament. There are 2 divisions, Division 1 and Division 2. Winners get a chance to play in the World Series in Ruston, Louisiana towards the end of the month, in the beginning of August. And Jock Jive will have live coverage of that tournament this year at the Dixie Youth World Series. So you'll be able to tune in and watch those games. And I believe those games will be video, but don't quote me on it. But I think they're trying to set it up so they have the internet speed to be able to do video. So we'll be able to see the game as well as hear the game. Here, unfortunately, just in the location they're at, the internet bandwidth is not strong enough to bring you video. So we can only bring you an audio broadcast. So as we get things going here in the top of the second inning, leading things off will be Jamarcus Gomez. the center fielder. And then they've got the early lead, 2-0. First pitch, breaking pitch, didn't hit, and it's 1-0. So Sean Keegan trying to get things going here in the top of the second inning. Struggled a little bit in the top of the first. Time is called. Coach is going to go out and chat with his right-hander. And he'll bring his catcher with him. So I'm sure trying to settle him down. And I'm sure the first game, the adrenaline's flowing pretty hard, and you try to get everybody ready. Sometimes it takes that first good strikeout or pitch that comes back at you or whatever, similar to the last inning, to get you settled down a little bit. But Coach comes out on a 2-1 count and maybe asking him if something isn't working for him today, depending on the arsenal of pitches that he might be able to throw. Usually at this age, change-up, fastball, and some breaking balls, maybe some curveballs, things of that nature. But that's about it. And, you know, unless these kids, although they learn very quickly, they learn a lot earlier to throw other pitches, probably won't see too much of that today. Comes back inside again. He's tight. And the count 3-1. So, possibility here, putting his first runner aboard, and you don't want to start with men on base. Leadoff man here. There's a change-up curve, and it's in for a strike. And Gomez lets it go by. So Jamarcus now with 2 strikes on him. Swung on, popped up in the infield. Shallow, pitcher called for it, and then he backed off. And I think the third baseman called him off. That ball's going to just drop in for a base hit. And the communication, I think, was there. Unfortunately, I think both of them called for it, and then neither one decided to take it because they thought the other was going to take it. So Keegan comes in. His third baseman also came in, and that was Hendrickson, Taryn. And I think one called the other off, and the other called the other off. So unfortunately drops in, and you've got a base hit. And then a throw over to first. So Sebring now with 3 hits in the ball game and a 2-run lead. There goes the runner. There'll be no throw down. That'll be a stolen base for Gomez. At the plate is Blaine Humphrey. He's not in the game yet. They do bat the entire roster, though, in Ozone AAA and Majors. And he'll take a strike on the outside corner. Count goes to 1-1 against Humphrey. Runner down at second is Gomez with a decent lead off of second base. Keegan keeping a look there to make sure he stays close. There's strike 2 now to Humphrey. Blaine, the 9th man in the order here for Sebring. Ball and 2 strikes. Swung on, popped up, and it'll go out of play deep right side. Foul, and it'll hit the fence and stay in the park. So the right fielder will give chase and get that ball back into the infield and to their pitcher. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at second. Nobody out here in the top of the second inning. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Second strikeout of the ball game for Keegan. First out of the ball game, or first out of the inning. I'll bring up Brody Hall, second baseman. Hall bats from the right side. So far, no left-handers in the lineup. There's a ground ball that's going to get in the hole, knocked down by the shortstop. Kept it deep enough that the runner at third couldn't advance any further than just the one bag, but it'll be a single. And Hall picks up the 4th hit for the Sebring squad, and they've got runners now on the corner. It was a good hit there by Hall. The shortstop was playing over behind the runner towards the bag, trying to keep him close. And Najak able to get over there backhanded, knock it down, keep it from going to the outfield. But unfortunately, runner is safe at first, and now you got first and third. And a time has been called, and I'm not sure if we're going to get a pitching change or what. Maybe not. Third base coach was calling timeout for Jack Sebring, who's in the lineup here in the 11th spot, coming to the plate now. And that may have been the reason why the infield gathered. So with first and third, one out, Jack Sebring at the plate for the Sebring squad. Pitch is outside. They'll fake the throw, and they'll give the runner second base. So Hall goes down to second. Now a chance for Jack Sebring to bring him around. Shows bunt. Here comes the runner. He's going to be tagged out. No, the ball is dropped. And now they'll tag him again. Now he's out. So Gomez didn't realize the ball had been dropped at the plate when he ran into the catcher. But I believe they would have probably appealed that, saying he didn't slide. He just kind of stopped, knew he was going to get tagged out. It is the second out of the inning on the attempt there. So they'll lose the runner at third with two down. Coach is talking to the home plate umpire about it. I'm not sure really what he would be able to say here other than, hey, isn't he at fault for not sliding? And I don't think he slid because, like I said, I think he knew he was out, and I think he stopped there at the plate. And then the catcher tagged him, dropped the ball. When he started to walk towards the dugout, catcher picked the ball back up, tagged him again, and I think we're going to ask for a director to come down. Now the two umps are going to come together. So Coach for Spring Hill is not happy about this. Like I say, I don't think there was any intent there to run over the catcher or anything of that nature. I think they just ran into each other because he stopped. But Coach Higgins wants an explanation. And they're going to give it to him, and he's going to go back to the dugout. So an unfortunate play there. It's just kind of a bang-bang. So with two down, runner at second, that'll bring up swung on, grounded foul. So Jack just missed the bunt. The runner was coming home. They were going to try to do a squeeze, and they just ran into each other. Another shout out. Let's go Spring Hill. Put it together, work it out. Play smart from Coach Tony and Cody. Or in Cody, sorry. So Jack with 1-2 count, and now the coach going to go out and chat with his pitcher one more time. And it looks like he's going to take the baseball, and that's going to be it for Sean Keegan. So we're going to get a pitching change. Sean will go to the bench, and coming to the mound, looks like Tanner. Looked like Tanner Hendrickson. So the coach again is checking with the director down there behind the plate about the catcher being hit by or standing in the way, or his catcher being hit. But like I said, the catcher didn't get hurt or anything, and he just stood his ground. And like I said, the runner was coming down the line, and he didn't slide. You're supposed to slide. Now, you kind of just have to let that one go. I mean, excuse me. So it's Zach Brulio who is going to come on and pitch now here in the second inning of work. And Zach will take over for Sean Keegan. So Brulio now on the mound. Brugulio. Takes over on the hill. He's a right-hander. Sebring with 2 strikes at the plate with 2 outs. Runner at second is Brody Hall. And they'll use pitchers only so far. You can only throw so many pitches in an inning, and that is the reason why Sean Keegan was removed. So you don't want to lose him for the tournament. You can only throw so many, and I'll have to get those rules for you set up. Again, if you want to do a shout-out, it's a text-only number. Shout-out Go Spring Hill from Coach Larry. And the warm-up tosses are now finished by the young man who was on the bench. He'll get one more here. Or will they? Nope, they're getting ready to go. So we'll set it back up for you. Jack Sebring is at the plate with a 2-strike count. Brugulio's been brought onto the hill here to try to finish him off with 2 outs and a runner at second. Still just a 2-0 ball game. First pitch is up a little bit high. Now, Jack is not a big kid out of these players on the squad here. He's probably one of the smaller guys. So the strike zone a little tighter. Swings at that one, fouls it off. His pitch was a little high, but he got a piece, put it back to the fence, and the count will stay the same. The outfield has come in a little bit on Jack Sebring and expecting him not to hit a ball too deep. Runner at second with a lead. Whoa, that one's behind him. That's ball 4 and down to first in a walk. And a tough position for a pitcher to come in with only 2 pitches available to him. But that happens in this league, is the way they count pitches. And you have to leave the field so you can pitch the next day without the rest needed. First pitch, Caden Kimbrell is at the plate right now. It takes ball 1. Kimbrell looks in, gets the sign. Both runners off the bags. Hall at first. Or Hall at second, I'm sorry. Sebring at first. Count 2-0 to Kimbrell. Two-0 count, trying to produce more runs here. There's a strike on the curveball, down and in. And Kimbrell does the smart things, wants to see a strike before he starts to swing the stick. 2-1 count. Swung on, pop foul out of play to the right side, and the count will go to 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. 2 runners aboard, 2 outs. Fastball swung on, grounded right down the right side, and just turns foul at the last minute before the first base bag. And we'll come back and do it again, 2-2. Kimbrell, the last man in the order. Benny Bakar is in the on-deck circle. Everybody goes back to the bag as Brugulio steps off the hill. Curveball, swing and a miss. Strikeout recorded. Walks the first guy he has to face, strikes out the second guy to get out of the jam. No runs will be scored there. We've completed 1.5. We're going to the bottom of the second next right here, jockjive.com.
Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Reminder for our fans on Field 2, under the pavilion, between Field 2 and 3, we've got our high school seniors selling ice cream in the honey trailer. Stop by, support those seniors. Also, in front of Field 4, water and lemonades being sold for our 8th graders here in Liberty County, fundraising for their class trip next year. Swing by and support them with a fresh, cool glass of lemonade or a bottle of water. And also, Uncle Bubba's Barbecue is going to be serving later today between Fields 3 and 4. Stop by, get you some barbecue.
Some of the things going on here at the ball field today is people doing some fundraisers, some food coming in later. Sounds like it's going to be some good stuff, some good barbecue. Well, we go to the bottom of the second inning. We'll lead things off with the number 6 hitter in the order, Cameron Najak. The shortstop will face Benny Bakar, who's given up just the one hit so far to Spring Hill. It'll be Najak, Bergoglio, who is now on the hill for Spring Hill, and Talon Poole, his catcher. Those will be the first 3 batters. We're chat with the umpires behind the plate about something. Coach still talking to the infield umpire about something as well, so not sure if we're still discussing something that still happened last inning or not. Well, looks like we're finally going to play ball and get things started here. So Najak will bat from the right side, the shortstop. Lines this one towards short, on the ground, picked up in time for the out. So 1 away, 2-0 lead again right now for Sebring. On the way, swung on, popped up, shallow center field, moving over the center fielder will make the catch for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down quickly. Shout out, keep it going, Sebring, from Dalton Todd's big sister, and go Team Sebring, go get him Jack. Thanks for the shout outs, we appreciate it. Here's Talon Poole now, 2 outs here in the bottom of 2. And the first pitch is on the corner for a strike as Poole turned away from the pitch. I used to do that when I played too. You want to see that first pitch, but I didn't want to swing at it. So as it was coming, I just kind of turned away from it no matter what the umpire called. Strike 2 on the corner. Wow. The car. 2 really nice pitches right there on the edge. And it's quickly 0-2 to Poole. Tried to go in the same spot, just a little low, and the count to go 1 ball, 2 strikes. Time is being called, and the catcher is going to go out and chat with him about something, maybe just to let him know where that pitch was. He might have thought he had the 3rd one. Bakar, though, didn't really make any movement out there, thinking that he had the 3rd strike or not. So Poole checks with his coach down at 3rd. 1-2 count. High fastball, and he calls strike 3. Ooh, that looked a little bit up, but the umpire called it. Poole kind of shaking his head, can't believe it. He's out on strikes, and we have completed 2. We're going top of the 3rd when we come back right here on JockJive.com. frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Another shout out coming in from Spring Hill Ozone, sending good vibes on today's games from your 13U Spring Hill Team Florida boys. So again, make sure you check the numbers at the top of your scoreboards when watching games throughout the tournament here. So we've got Ozone 1, Ozone 2, Division 2, and Division 1 being played. We'll have 2 AAAs, Division 1 and Division 2, and also the Majors is playing here at this tournament in Bristol. So make sure when you're doing a shout out to look at the phone number above the scoreboard so you call the right number, because there's 4 of us here and sometimes we get some shout outs for the wrong field. So we try to pass those on, but make sure you look at that scoreboard right at the top there above where it says, you know, the inning and runs, hits, errors. It should say what division and what field. Like this one says Ozone Division 1 shout out number. And again, text only. Do not try to call the number, please. So a 2-0 lead here as we go into the top of the 3rd inning. And the 2-0 lead belongs to the team that's coming to the plate here, which is Sebring. As Brigulio takes his last warm-up tosses. It'll be the top of the order. It'll be Benny Bakar leading things off here in the 3rd for Sebring. First time ground ball to the 3rd baseman, then Cole Travers, and then it'll be Dalton Todd. And we've got the something going down at the scorer's table, I think, is our delay right now. And I'm guessing it's about substitutions and things of that nature, which they have to play so many innings, they have to bat, things of that nature. So they'll get that figured out. And Benny Bakar will come to the plate. In the first inning, Bakar hit a ground ball to 3rd. It was a great play by the 3rd baseman to be able to get him. Bakar very quick, but got beat by about a step and a half. So still waiting on the home plate umpire to say play ball, but and we're not privy to what is happening at the scorer's table. Shout out to Blaine Humphrey. Good luck. Go Sebring from your mom and dad. So once again, waiting. And a recap of that first inning. It was a ground ball by Bakar, then an error put Travers on. Todd had a single. Massey had a single. That loaded the bases. And then Morgan walked. That got the first run in. And then the fielder's choice by Waltman got the second run in. That's where we stand right now. 2-0. Top of 3. So the coach for Sebring was over at the scorer's table. And it looks like now he's set to go down to 3rd base, and it looks like we will get this game underway again. So Not sure what was being said or what was going on down there at the scorer's table, but we're ready to go. Top of the third inning. And Bakar will lead it off. Swings at the first change, misses for strike one. Current temperature with the sun trying to peek through is definitely, it feels warm. It's 79, feels like 86 out there according to the weather forecast. Possibility of some rain coming in this afternoon. We're hoping it will pass us by. Here's a pitch up high, and the count will go 1-1 to Benny Bakar. Bakar, Travers, Todd is the order here for Sebring. Swung on and fouled off just there this past week, doing the T-ball tournament and the machine pitch tournament. Spent about 5 days in Sebring. It was a lot of fun watching the little guys. T-ball is a very comical, very entertaining game, but boy, those little guys play hard. Carr swings and misses, and he'll go down. It'll be the second strikeout here for Bergoglio. And the first down of the inning. Cole Travers, who got on by an error his first time up, hit a ball hard down the first base line, went into the first baseman's glove, and he just kind of booted it. And he booted it out of play, and he had to give chase. Travers able to get down to first and score today's first run. There's that curveball again. Boy, he's got some good movement out here for Bergoglio. Brought on in the top of the second inning for the final 2 outs. Popped up center field, and it'll be a second out of the inning. And the first 2 batters do not get aboard. Much better inning right now here for Spring Hill defensively. And Sebring now with 2 down will send Dalton Todd, who had a single his first time up, put a ball into right field, right between first and second. Half swing, got off the end of the bat. The pitcher's going to pick it up, throw to first in time. It'll be a 1-2-3 inning, and a very good inning defensively for Spring Hill. Sebring, no runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom of 3 coming up Spring Hill. See if they can change that scoreboard down here 2-0 right here on jockjive.com. Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Bottom of the third inning right now, and Spring Hill American getting ready to come to the plate. There's a shout out for Let's Go Sebring from the Bryants today. And go Spring Hill American, bring home another state title from your Spring Hill Machine Pitch and 14U Boys state champions. Congratulations to those guys. Last week getting that taken care of. So the catcher comes out, takes a couple of pitches, and we're ready to go as Bakars went through the first 8 batters so far, only giving up the 1 hit to King. He'll face 9, 10, 11 in the order. It'll be Tanner Hendrickson, the right fielder, Jaden Fuentes, the left fielder, and then Jonathan Bunyan coming to the plate. So Tanner Hendrickson will start it off from the right side. It's the first fastball, and it's a little low. And the count will go 1-0. Again, if you'd like your own copy, you can download a game for $5. Wait till the game is finished, then email us at info@jockjive.com. And make sure you tell us what game you would like, the two teams, the date, and the division that they played. Swing and a miss there, and the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Went chasing a high fastball. And a count 1-2 to Tanner Hendrickson. Off the inside of the bat, going to be grabbed by the first baseman. He'll flip to the pitcher. Bakar runs over to touch the bag. I think he missed the bag, though. The umpire signaled, where's the footprint at? And now the discussion is going to be, did the first baseman touch the bag or not, or did the pitcher touch the bag or not? I don't know. It looked to me like Bakar might have stepped over the bag, and the runner would be safe at that point. Bakar was covering the bag for the first baseman, who came over, picked it up, and flipped it to him. But I think when he looked down, he may have stepped over with his right foot. Two umpires now discussing this play. And they're going to call him out. They're going to say he did touch the bag. So it's going to go 3-1. And, of course, some of the crowd doesn't like the call, but another shout out. Let's go Sebring from Kobe and Tanner from AAA. Show one away. And Jaden Fuentes at the plate from the right side. So far, no left-handers in the lineup. Showing bunt, pulls back. It's ball 1. Bakar went racing over there. And like I said, I think he was able to get the edge of the bag when he put his foot down. They were pointing to the dirt, though, saying that's where the footprint was. But the two umps come together and say he's out. Curveball up top, missed it, 1-1. Fuentes, the left fielder, trying to get something started here for Spring Hill American. They need some runs. And down low. The count now go to, I'm sorry, it's 3-0. The count will go to 3-0. And Bakar, a pitch away from putting a base runner on, would be his second walk of the ball game if he doesn't get this strike. Comes right in there, though, with the fastball right on the corner. And, of course, Fuentes was taking all the way on the 3-0, 3-1 pitch now. Bakar sets and ready to go. He doesn't take much time on the hill. Fastball comes right back at him again and works the count full. He came right back in with 2 real nice pitches after going 3-0 to start this batter. And the full count pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll be his 3rd strikeout of the day, 2nd out of the inning. He'll face Jonathan Bunyan now to the plate with 2 down. So both teams got a little action going in the first 2 innings, but here in the 3rd inning, 1 out away from sending him down 1-2-3 on one side and 1-2-3 on the other. Swing and a miss. Another shout out, let's go Benny from Grandpa in Michigan. Thanks for tuning in from up north. Oh, nice fastball, but just a hair low, 1-1. Comes right over the top with his delivery. Wind blowing in from center field, like I said, 200 to poke it out. Overthrew that pitch. He's outside, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Good crowd on hand for both sides, filling up those that travel to come and watch the team. And it's a lot of traveling with this. Swung on, popped up out of play. And the count will stay 1-2. And again, of course, you win here, you get to go to the World Series in Ruston, Louisiana. Starts end of July, beginning of August. We'll be there bringing you the game for those of you that can't travel for that. Swung on, popped up out of play again, and got one of the trucks down below, food truck. 2-0 lead here early, Sebring. They got it in the top of the first inning. Time being called. And the pitcher he had done something, and the umpire was wondering what he was doing to the baseball. So he took the ball from him, made him dry his hands on his pants and dry the glove, and then so he was just making sure there was no dirt or substance on the ball. Comes in with a sidearm fastball. He's up high, 2-2, 3-2. Full count. Swung on again, fouled off. An interesting delivery. Like I said, he just gets the ball back and he fires. He fires over the top or like 3/4 arm. Changes the angle a little bit each time he delivers that pitch to the plate. So kind of hard to decide what he's coming with. And he has changed speeds a couple times. Up top, and he ended up with a walk there, though. Second walk of the ball game for Bakar. Runner aboard. It's exactly what Spring Hill needed. They needed a base runner. They're down 2-0. Last man in the order is Austin Witten, who will come to the plate now with 2 outs and a runner at first. We'll see if Bunyan stays there at the bag. Don't want to run into the third out. First pitch is a strike. So I don't think they'd be sending him unless it's a pass ball or a wild pitch, but I think he'll stay there at first. He's being held on by the first baseman. Up top, changeup, missed it. Next game will start at noon today. Game scheduled for 9, noon, 3, and 6. Strike on the corner from Bakar. Nice pitch there. And he puts Witten in a pitcher's count, 1-2. And he missed there, 2-2. He just kind of overthrew that pitch again. Swing and a miss, and another strikeout recorded. And the inning goes 1, 2, 3, 4 before they get the third out. But no runs again for Spring Hill. We've completed 3. Going to the top of the 4th next here on JockDrive.com. Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. For 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
So we're ready to go here and get back into it. Top of the fourth inning. Again, remember, folks, you cannot call that number to make a shout out. You do have to do it by text. So for those of you trying to call that number, it won't be answered. You have to make a text. That's the only way we can do it. Leading things off is Massey. He'll start it off here in the top of the fourth for Sebring. Curveball in it. Really nice pitch for strike one. Wow. Julio, he had some movement on that pitch. Let's go Sebring from the Moshing and Simmons en route to Bristol to play ball. And then let's go Spring Hill from Mama Clark. Swing and a miss there by Massey, and the count goes 0-2. So Bergoglio, who came on here in the second inning, has done a nice job of shutting things down. There's a hard ground ball to short. Fielded on the hop. The throw to first is in time for the out. And it's one away. That'll bring up Josh Morgan. First time up, got a walk. And was stranded at second base back in the first inning. This time fouls one off down the first base line, and it'll be strike one. Wind blowing in from center field. This one popped up high in the air towards left, going chasing it down in foul territory. Got the glove on it and couldn't hang on as he slid. I think he was trying to avoid maybe possibly going into the fence. I think he knew it was close. That is Fuentes, I believe, out there and left. He made a good attempt at it. Unfortunately, hits the glove and pops out. And new life for Josh Morgan at the plate. Two-strike count. Up over the top of his head and in and out. We'll try it again with the two strikes. Curveball and a little too far outside. He started to chase and then he held back. Good at bat by Morgan. Chaz Waltman's in the on-deck circle. Curveball swung on it again, fouled off. So Morgan making Bergoglio work here in the fourth inning. Remember, they play 6. Sebring, the visiting team. Spring Hill would get an opportunity to bat in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch is outside. Count is now, I believe, full 3-2. It's hard to see the umpire when he holds up the count. 3-2 count. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out on a high fastball. Another strikeout, and 2 down. Third strikeout for Bergoglio since he took over. Chaz Waltman now will come to the plate. Chaz's first time up. Fielder's choice. Ground ball to first. Bergoglio with 2 outs here in the inning, trying to get the third. First pitch is outside for a ball. 1-0. Sun finally peeking through a little bit here, starting to warm things up a little bit. In the low 80s right now. Feels like temperature warmer than that. A chance of rain moving in according to the radar screen after 3 today. Curveball, beautiful pitch for a strike. Count goes 1 ball, 1 strike. Any type of delays or suspensions or postponements, we will keep you up to date on our Facebook page. If you're not a member of our Facebook page, do that in between innings. Jock Jive Sports. Put it in your search engine on your Facebook page and click there, and we'll keep you up to date that way. Swing and a miss at strike 2. It's 2 down or 2 strikes on Waltman and 2 outs. Up high with the curveball. Fastball swung on, fouled off at the plate as it hit the dirt and the batter himself. So we'll do it again. 2 away. Sebring, who put runs on the board in that first inning, unable to do anything since. And Spring Hill still without a run, though. Two count. Curveball grounded towards second. A couple of hops, picked up the throw to first in time for the out. And that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. Again, a 1-2-3 inning. Back to back. Sebring goes down. No runs, no hits, no errors. Going to the bottom of the 4th inning next here on JockJive.com. Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Bottom of the 4th inning. 2-0 lead. Sebring on top. 2 runs on 4 hits. Spring Hill with just 1 hit and an error. And that's where we're at right now. Spring Hill coming to the plate, though. They're going to start with the top of their order. It'll be Taryn Hendrickson to come to the plate. Facing Benny Bakar, who will stay on the hill, who's pitched a really good game right now. Just the 1 hit against him. So Hendrickson, King, and Higgins due up here in the bottom of the 4th. Shows bunt, tries to lay it down. It'll go foul down the first base side. Good idea. Try to get a base run. You need 1 at least. And when you do that, you can bring the tying run to the plate. If you can get a couple on, maybe play a little small ball. It's getting late in the innings. Your outs are minimal right now. Got 9 left to work with. And that's pending if Sebring doesn't do anything left in the 5th or 6th. Sliced it down the right side foul, and a count now will go 2 strikes. Bakar's given up just the 1 hit. That was back in the 1st inning. He's got 3 strikeouts in the game. So with 2 strikes on him, Bakar looks in, delivers. Up top, Missed. Count will go 1-2. And the pitch. Swung on. Grounded. Foul down the third baseline. It just turns off the line. Third baseman with a good grab over there, but in foul territory, so we'll come back to the plate at 1-2. Swung on and fouled off back to the screen. So ball and 2 strikes. First batter in the order here. Start the 4th. Strike 3. Watched it go by. He knew it, too, when he went back to the dugout. He was shaking his head. Yeah, good pitch. Should have swung. Anything close, they teach you. Be swinging, and he didn't. He got caught there. So another strikeout. Taryn Hendrickson goes down. 4th K here for Bakar. That'll bring up Tristan King now. King, the only single in the game so far today for Spring Hill. First pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0. Slapped up in the air, just out of the reach of the shortstop into left center field, and the second hit of the day for Tristan King. So they get a runner aboard with 1 away. So Spring Hill American will see if they can advance this runner, try to cut this in half. It is a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of 4 for Sebring. Second hit of the ball game for Spring Hill. And both of those hits by Tristan King. There's Higgins, who struck out his first time, reaches to try to lay down a bunt, misses for strike 1. Brandon, one of those 4 Ks against Bakar. Batting in the 3rd spot. King over at first. Again shows bunt, pulls back, it's outside, 1-1. Trying to play a little small ball, advance the runner to second, see if they can't get him home on a base hit. Cut the score in half with only 1 out. Reached out, got a piece of it late, fouled it off, and now the count will go to a ball and 2 strikes. And outside. Shout out, all right, Benny. Way to go, great grandma. So Bakar, like I said, pitching a very good game right now. 2-strike count here on Higgins, 1 out. Runner at first. Higgins steps out, gets back in. Swung on, pop foul, and out of play. Shout out for Travis Clark, who's in the on-deck circle. Let's go Spring Hill. Let's go Travis, love mom. Higgins trying to advance the runner, who's got a couple of step lead over there at first. Swung on, sliced it foul, and it'll go out of play. No opportunity for the right fielder who was coming over trying to get to that ball. And that is Waltman out there, and Wright was trying to chase that down. And Bakar's pitch, fastball, hit on the handle, grounded to short, flips to second for 1. The relay in time for the double play. Beautiful play, 6-4-3 to end the inning. And again, they get out of it. End up with a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no 1 hit, no errors. We've completed 4. We're going to the 5th. It is a 2-0 lead right now for Sebring, and they're coming to the plate next here on JockJive.com. Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Welcome back, everybody. As we get set to go, final 2 innings of play here right now. It's all Sebring 2-0 as they lead this one over Spring Hill. And our first of 4 games scheduled on this field today. And again, that'll all depend on Mother Nature. We're hoping that she's going to cooperate with us, but you never know. A 2-0 lead. And Sebring is coming to the plate here in the top of the 5th. They scored those 2 runs early in the first inning, and since then it's been kind of quiet between both teams. It's kind of been a pitcher's duel, so to speak. 4 hits on one side, 2 hits on the other. Nelson Morales, Jamarcus Gomez, and Blaine Humphrey will come to the plate here in the top of the 5th for Sebring. Towards the bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9. And Gomez is the only one with a single and a stolen base. The other 2 have struck out both times. And the right-hander finishing his warm-up tosses right now, Bergoglio, who was called upon to come in the second inning with 2 outs and a 3-1 count on the batter, Jack Sebring. He ended up walking him, but then he struck out Caden Kimbrell and ended the inning. Since then, he has went strikeout, fly out, ground out, strikeout, ground out. And he's went 1, 2, 3 in the 3rd and 1, 2, 3 in the 4th. So he has shut down the Sebring offense, who started off sending 7 guys to the plate in that first inning. And again, we'll let you know that we will not have video on any of the games at this point due to the fact that the internet bandwidth is not strong enough to support video. So they will be all audio throughout the tournament. We will let you know if there is an opportunity to get video, but at this point it doesn't look like it. And that's it's really out of our control. The internet is not available for bandwidth upload speed to do video. So it's an all audio broadcast. The scoreboard is right there. We appreciate you tuning in and listening today. And don't forget, you can listen on any device. Nelson Morales struck out his first time to the plate against Keegan. Now faces Bergoglio for his first time. And a strike called as he half swung there. Probably should have finished that swing. Good pitch. He said Bergoglio's done the job. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. In the last 2 innings, keeping Sebring off the base paths. Curveball. Wow, what a pitch. Nicely done. Boy, pulled the string on that one. Had a little bit of spin at the end. Quickly 0-2, and the coach telling Morales, step out of the box. And that's just so the pitcher doesn't get in a groove. Some of these kids, they'll get in that groove, man, and they won't slow down. They'll just pitch, pitch, pitch. Outside, the miss there. So the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Outside again, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Morales trying to get himself on base any way he can. 2-2 count. Miss. He wanted that one too. He even kind of looked in at the ump, went down to the knee like, oh, you're kidding. Again, get that? 3-2 count. So he's worked it full. Fastball, one hopper. Oh, nice little snag there by the shortstop on the one hop. And he'll flip over to first for the out. That was not an easy grab over there at short. The ball hopped on him and came up quickly on him. But Cameron Najak able to snag that and then throw to first for the first down of the inning. Jamarcus Gomez, who had a single his first time up, will face Bergoglio for the first time. Then he stole a base. He got down to third, and that was where the little snafu supposedly came in. They tried to squeeze bunt him home, and he ran into the catcher. Slaps that one into right center field. That ball's going to roll to the fence. Rounding first and headed for two is Gomez, and he's got himself a stand-up double. And that just is exactly what Sebring needed. They've been kind of quiet at the bat. Finally get their fifth hit of the ball game, and they're going to put it a little more pressure on Spring Hill right now. You know Gomez likes to run. He stole a base in the first inning, or the second inning. Here he is in the fourth. Got an opportunity here. Blaine Humphrey struck out his first time up. He'll face Bergoglio for the first time. Takes the curveball for a strike on the outside edge. We're in the top of the fifth inning. Runner aboard for Sebring. They lead it 2-0. One out in the inning. Humphrey trying to move that runner. Curveball outside. Boy, Gomez is getting a huge jump off the bag. Then the throw down to second. It goes out into center field. Gomez headed for third. The throw is overthrown, and he'll stay right there. So they snap a ball down to second as he was way off the bag. It goes out into center. Center fielder throws to third to try to get the runner. That one ends up at the screen, and now a big opportunity for Sebring to get a little insurance here. Already up 2-0. Humphrey now with that runner down at third. Fouled off. Keep it going. You got this, Cam. One swing next inning is all it takes. Love Dad. So Humphrey fouls that one off. Now Bergoglio with the runner at third, staring right at him, will deliver the pitch. Curveball outside, he missed. I believe the count is full, but like I said, the umpire holds that up, and I think he held up 3-1 or 3-2. Well, it's definitely 3-2 now if it wasn't earlier. Now the count is full. And Blaine Humphrey, and then Brody Hall is in the on-deck circle. Bergoglio trying to pitch out of a jam here. Runner on the corner with one down. Wants to keep that runner there. Curveball right back to him. He throws to first for one. And on the exchange, he couldn't get it into the hand quick enough to make the throw home. And unfortunately for Bergoglio, I didn't think he realized what was going on. He probably didn't think the runner was going to go. His first instinct is to go to first to get the out. Probably had time to throw to the plate. Run does score. It'll go 1-3, 2 down, and it is now 3-0. And the first pitch is tight. And this is Bakar back at the plate. That's right, because they already batted through the lineup one time. So then they go to the 9 that are on the field. So Bakar comes to the plate, ground out and a strikeout. Swings and fouls this off. Three 3-0 lead now here for Sebring in the fifth inning. Time is being called. They're checking on something on with the scorers table, Coach Higgins. So Benny Bakar at the plate. 2-1 count, 2 down, and a 3-0 lead. Up top at the curveball. 3-1. Bakar trying to help himself here right now. He's the pitcher to record, trying to get on base. Slaps that ball into right, but into the glove of the right fielder who comes over to make the catch to end the inning. But they do pick up 1 run here, and it gives them a 3-0 lead as we'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Spring Hill American now 6 outs to work with, trying to cut this ball game down. Let's see what they do next right here, jockjive.com.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
3-0 lead, bottom of the 5th inning. Sebring on top, coming to the plate for Spring Hill American will be number 35, Travis Clark, and he's got a shout out. You got this, Travis. Get you one, love, Mom. Followed by Sean Keegan and then Cameron Najak. I believe that is the rostered order here. We'll find out if there's any changes. And Bakar will go back to work here in the bottom of 5. So they're going to throw him a complete game. He's done a nice job. He's given up just a couple of hits. And they were both to Tristan King. So 2 hits he's given up so far. Spring Hill's had base runners. 3 different innings, but they have yet to be able to get him across the plate. So Bakar will go to work against number 35, Travis Clark, for Spring Hill, down 3-0. Bottom of 5. Swung on, fouled off. He got a piece of everybody. Umpire, catcher, and back to the screen it goes. Cloud cover again, moving in. Temperatures in the low 80s. Feels like temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Fastball right back to the mound, through the hole. Boy, Bakar just about got taken out there on that one. He kind of sidestepped it, and it's a base hit for Travis Clark. As the shout out comes in, let's go Travis, Sean, and Cam. So Travis gets on base. Spring Hill American gets a base runner. For Sean Keegan, who grounded back to the mound his first time up. Goes on the first pitch, the throw down from the catcher. Good throw, not in time, and Travis Clark with a stolen base. And Spring Hill set up with a runner at 2. Opportunity here for Keegan. Taken off, going to third, fly ball, deep left field, off of the fence. Stayed in the park though. Run will score. Keegan rounds and slides into second with a double. Spring Hill American has got their crowd into the game. Run will score, back-to-back hits. And it's a 3-1 ball game. Just that quick. Spring Hill on the board. Still nobody out. And has Bakar went long enough? That's what we're going to find out as Coach walking out now to chat with Bakar. This might be it. He may figure he's done. Those were two really good hits. That ball just about got out of the park there at 200 feet. Hit the top of the fence area and dropped inside the park, not outside. Otherwise, it'd be a whole different ball game. Rally time, boys. Let's go Spring Hill is our shout out. Coach going to leave him out there. Like I said, Picard worked through the game pretty well. Only giving up 2 hits to the same guy, Tristan King, but he gives up a single and then a double. And that double picks up the RBI for Sean Keegan, who was the starting pitcher who got relieved by Bergoglio. Here's Cameron Najak at the plate now. Turnaround, throw to second. He threw it into center field. Got up, but he couldn't go anywhere. Was Keegan. Boy, that's one pitch you don't want, or that's one thing you don't want to try. I've never been a fan of the turn and throw to second. There's too many things that can go wrong there. But he's trying to hold the runner close. Unfortunately, Keegan dove back into the bag, couldn't get up in time to go. Swing and a miss at a high fastball here by Najak for strike 1. Shout out, let's go Cam Christie. Shout out, shut him down. Sebring finish out the game strong. Benny Bakar, who had been cruising through the first 4 innings, finds himself in his first bit of trouble here in the 5th. And they'll step off the mound, and the runner Keegan trying to get an extra couple of steps there out at second. Najak trying to get a ball out into the green. Fastball lined in just over the shortstop's head. It's into the green, and that's exactly where he wanted it. They're going to send the runner home. Here comes the throw. It'll be cut off by Bakar. Down to second base will go Najak on the throw. Single and another run, and we are within 1. It is now a 3-2 ball game. The 5th hit of the ball game for Spring Hill. Still nobody out. 3-2, bottom of 5, and Spring Hill American. Took them a while to get going, but now they've got it going, and Bakar stays on the hill. He'll face Bergoglio, the opposing pitcher right now. Runner at second. Swung on, late swing, and into the glove it goes to the first baseman on a line shot, first out of the inning. Just happened to be in the right spot at the right time. Good job, Cam. Get some. Rally time. Let's go. You guys got this. Shout out for the Spring Hill squad. Fly ball right side out of play by Talon Poole. Poole struck out his first time against Bakar. Bakar has thrown a lot of pitches, and I believe 80-some is the pitch count that you can go for a game. I think it's 85. So he's got to be getting close at this point. Runner at second is the tying run with 1 out. Oh, beautiful curveball. And again, Poole doesn't like the call, but that pitch was right there. He watches it go by for a strikeout, and it's 2 down. And Benny Bakar trying to pitch himself out of the inning here, get out of this jam. He'll still have a 1-run lead. So again, don't forget, if you would like to hear, like to let the boys listen to the game, and if all you've got to do is download a copy. They're $5 each. And that way, because the kids don't get to listen to the game. I mean, they play the game. They don't get to hear it. So all your shout-outs and stuff like that, they would get to hear if you bought that game. Download a copy for $5. How do you do that? Just email us, info@jockjive.com. Turnaround throw to second and again into center field. And, boy, that's twice. They almost had him. If that is a little lower and in the glove of the second baseman, that is an out. but I believe when he dove back into the bag, he jams the right hand. That is Najak out there at second base. And go out and check on him. So info@jockjive.com. Make sure you put the two teams playing and what division is. So this one will be Sebring versus Spring Hill American, Ozone. And you can put today's date, too, if you want. That way, when we send you the code, you have the right code for the right game to download. Each copy is just $5. You can save it, do whatever you want with it. And like I said, if you want to give it as a keepsake to one of the kids so they can listen to the game later, perfect idea to do. And again, info, I-N-F-O, @jockjive.com, JOCKJIBE. All right, so with two down, Tanner Hendrickson, he's at the plate. Runner at second is the tying run. Takes off, the runner goes. The throw to third is not going to be in time. Stolen base for Najak. So now the runner at third, and an opportunity for Spring Hill American to tie this ball game here in the late innings, bottom of the fifth. Fastball down low in the dirt. Good stop there by the catcher. Tanner Hendrickson trying to bring this runner home at third. Two singles and a double in the inning with 2 runs scored. Changed the scoreboard to 3-2. Outside, Bakar misses again. 3-0. This is a take pitch all the way. And strike is called as he tries to duck out of that strike zone, but the ump's already got that strike zone set, so the kneel or the duck down doesn't work. 3-1 count now. Outside, he walked him. Puts runners at the corners with 2 outs. And Spring Hill sends to the plate Taryn Hendrickson. Before he gets up there, though, Hendrickson will go down and get some words of encouragement from his coach. Strikeout and a ground out today for Taryn Hendrickson. Bakar's had his number. See if he can hold on to it. First pitch is a strike. The runner will go down to second, get the easy bag. It will be considered a stolen base, though. And it's strike 1 to Hendrickson, but they're not going to play on him with 2 down. Bakar looks in, gets the sign, delivers. Outside corner, missed, 1-1. Ball and a strike. 2 outs, 2 runners aboard, a 1-run game in favor of Sebring. Spring Hill trying to change that scoreboard to go into the top of the 6th. Fastball swung on, he got a piece, fouled it off, and it's 1-2. Spring Hill American will get to bat in the bottom of the 6th inning. They are the home team. Sebring now with just a 1-run lead. We'll have 3 outs to work with coming up here in a moment. Time is being called, and the pitcher-catcher are going to come together and chat about something. In the on-deck circle is the guy that was hitting Bakar very well today. That was Tristan King, 2 for 2. Would love nothing but another opportunity to get to the plate, especially with bases loaded or at least 2 on. But it's all up to Tanner Hendrickson to get on base here. 1-2 count. Bakar sets and delivers. Outside, and he's just a bit outside, 2-2. Here both benches screaming and yelling, both fans on the edge of their seat right now. 3-2 ball game, 1-run difference. That run is standing at third base. And the pitch. Swung on, grounded, foul down the first base side. We'll do it again. And I'm going to guess if the car's not close by the end of this inning, he may be. Now, if he does get to the 85 mark, he can stay until he gets the last out. So if he's in it in this batter, it's all right. He can finish the batter. Curveball up top, missed. gets set to deliver again. Fastball, swing and a miss. He strikes him out for the second time today. And he holds the runners at second and third. He gets out of the inning, but Spring Hill has picked up 2. Going to the final inning of play next. Top of the 6th coming up right here on JockJive.com.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on his 6.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
So, top of the 6th inning, final inning here. Sebring leads this by 1. Bergoglio, who came on in the 2nd inning, goes back to work. And Sebring will start it off with Cole Travers, followed by Dalton Todd, and then KJ Massey coming to the plate. Between the 3 of them, they have 2 hits. They've scored a couple of runs. Bergoglio, though, has been able to shut it down. 1-2-3 in the 3rd, 1-2-3 in the 4th. And other than the double and a run scored in the 5th, it was a 1-2-3-4 inning. But that's it so far. So we're back to a 1-run game. And Sebring comes to the plate, top of the 6th. Their final at-bat here in the game, pending. And the first pitch is fouled and tipped. And it's strike 1. That ball drilled out into center field. Center fielder on the run will come in and make the catch for out number 1. Five hits for both teams. 3 runs for Sebring, 2 for Spring Hill. The only error was the early error by the first baseman for Spring Hill back in the 1st inning. Curveball swung on, hit it deep left field. Moving over the left fielder. He's going to make the catch on it and falls down. What a grab right on the edge of that ball going foul. This time he gets over there and a beautiful catch out and left. Nicely done for 2 out. He took off as fast as he could. He was headed for the line. The ball was going to go foul. He reaches up, makes the grab, falls down, hangs the glove up in the air to let the up know he still got it. 2 away. And Massey, the last at bat here maybe for Sebring, swings in an outside pitch for strike 1. Chase that one on the corner. Remember, Sebring has a 1-run lead. Swing and a miss on a curveball, strike 2. 2-strike count. Bergoglio would love to get another strike here, get his team back to the dugout. 2 runs to win the ball game. Swing and a miss on a change, and he went 1-2-3 again. What a performance by this young man since coming on in the 2nd inning. We're going to the final 3 outs coming up next right here, JockJive.com, or do we go extras? It's 3-2. Come back. You'll find out.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on his 6.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State.
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
New pitcher on the mound as McCarr comes off the hill. Coming onto the mound for Sebring is Dalton Todd, who's going to take over now. He will come on and pitch here in the 6th, and they're checking on a score. I've got a 3-2 lead. The scorebook down at the scorer's table shows 2-2, but I have a run scoring in that 5th inning that they're not showing maybe, so we'll find out. But unfortunately, whether I have it as 3-2 or not doesn't matter. The official scorebook has to have it as 3-2, so they're checking it right now. But Jamarcus Gomez, I have him scoring back in the 5th inning. He hit a double, and then he came home off the hit by Blaine Humphrey. The third out was Benny Bakar. But they're not showing, maybe they're not showing one of the 2 runs in the 1st inning, but Cole Travers scored and Dalton Todd scored. Here we go. We'll find out. I have it as 3-2 right now. We'll find out if there's a change. At the plate is King. He's 2 for 2 today. He'll face Dalton Todd for the first time. And whoa, and he got hit by the first pitch. And we come inside, and we get a base runner here, bottom of 6. And they're going to send a pinch runner down for Tristan King. And that is going to be number 27, Jaden Fuentes, who's now going to come in and run for King. Brandon Higgins strikeout and is grounded out into a double play ball. He's coming to the plate, but we've got timeout as we're going to go and chat with Todd very quickly, just settle him down. Bunt laid down. That'll advance the runner to second. They'll throw to first. And they've got one out. And they have come up and told me the score is 2-2, folks. So the official scorebook does not have the 1-run scoring in the 1st inning. So my apologies on that. I have him scoring. They don't. Theirs is official. So it is 2-2 right now. Runner at second, 1 away. Kind of wish they would have told me that before. But back in the 1st inning, that was not when that controversial play was. That controversial play they're talking about was in the 2nd. Let's go Spring Hill from New York. Grammy. At the plate is Clark. He had a single and scored a run last time up. Up top for a ball. Shout-outs coming in. Love the chanting that's going on out there. Clark with a single last time, scored the run. He's got a runner at second, 1 away. Pitch is up high from Todd. The winning run now for Spring Hill is at second base. And again, it'll be the official scorekeeper's book. And he walked him. Now you've got runners at first and second, one out. Another shout out. Let's go Spring Hill. Here's Sean Keegan. Had a double, scored a run. His last time up was the starting pitcher today. Got pulled for Bergoglio. He's at the plate. Quick chat at the mound. The infield, of course, going to play in, try to prevent the run from scoring. And they made a pitching change, I believe. And it is going to be Josh Morgan taking over now to come on and pitch here in the sixth. So Todd goes three batters. And Morgan now comes on and takes his warm-up tosses here in the bottom of sixth. 2-2, runners at first and second, one out. Keegan will be coming to the plate as soon as Morgan is ready. And the runner at second is huge right now. That is Tristan King, who got hit by the pitch. And then Jaden Fuentes came in to run for King. He's at second. And we're waiting for the finishing warm-up tosses right now. Don't forget, games available. Digital download for $5 by emailing us at info@jockjive.com for your own personal copy, or you want to give it to somebody as a keepsake. That's a great idea as well. Info@jockjive.com. Make sure you put Sebring versus Spring Hill American. Division I Ozone. When you send in your email, that way we send you the right code so you can download your own copy, and it's just $5. Here we go. Keegan to the plate. Two runners aboard. Runners go. Both double steal. The throw to third. Not going to be in time. Runners now at second and third on the stolen base on a double steal. Fly ball. Anything to the outfield wins this ball game for Spring Hill American. Time is being called, and they're going to call for the intentional walk. Keegan doesn't like that at all. He's being sent down to first. They'll load the bases here with one out. And that'll bring up Cameron Najek, who has singled and grounded out. And again, you set it up here for any bag, tag, and hopefully toss, and you can get a double play and play extras. But a ball into the outfield, even in the air, is going to be a tag at third. So I'm sure they are telling Jaden Fuentes, get back to the bag quickly if the ball is hit in the air. Laying down a bunt. They're going to squeeze the bunt home to win the ball game. Sliding in, 2 runs are going to score. And either way, they win it on a bunt. What a great idea. Boy, that's huge. Big sacrifice bunt there. 2-run score. And Spring Hill has just won the ball game. That is a final here in the bottom of the sixth. They pick up 4-2 as your final. Spring Hill is going to beat Sebring in the bottom of the sixth inning on a bunt with one out. Bases loaded. Hey, to get your copy of today's game, make sure you email us, info at jockjive.com. info at jockjive.com. In your email, put Sebring versus Spring Hill American Ozone Division 1, July 6th. Hey, thanks for tuning in. It was an exciting game. Our next game comes up at noon. Have yourselves a good afternoon. We'll be back right here at jockjive.com. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.